My name's Emilie de Ravin, and I want to show my support. Thanks, Bobby, by the way. And now I would like to nominate Finn Whitrock to do
Newlywed, which is very sweet, and I think a lot of people have been waiting for that for a long time. That's how season 4 starts for Belle and Rumpel. They have their honeymoon, they have their iconic Beauty and the Beast dance. In her mind, and if it was the real dagger, it's the biggest gesture he could give her, to as far as it giving her his trust and, you know, belief, or leading her to believe that he's changed enough in a good, positive way as a person to be able to do that. Kind of whisks away many concerns she probably has about him maybe slipping in and out of the dark side. But he still is.
De Ravin, am I saying it right?
De Ravin.
De Ravin.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
Ravin. Ravin.
Ravin.
Okay,
Yes.
De
I get
Ravin.
various kinds of pronunciation on that.
Yeah, I bet. Well, that's why I'm trying to get it right. So people, because I think people recognize you, but I hadn't said your name before out loud. We just see it in credits. So welcome, and you actually are Australian, and you play an Aussie on the show, so that's easy.
That is easy, and
Yeah.
I'm the only one that survived, oddly enough. It's
Yeah.
kind of strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Although,
is.
no, there was a flight attendant, but
then
she's
gone now.
Already.
And so, do you
Not a
miss
strong species.
how? You don't want to say that. How long have you been gone from? Where are you from? What part?
Melbourne.
Melbourne. And how long have you been here?
God, like 6 years now.
Yeah.
I go back and forth.
You
when
do
I
go back.
can, but you know it's hard.
And what do you miss?
My family,
Yeah.
mainly, but wine, amazing wines. There's one vineyard there I love that's like a boutique vineyard.
They can't send it to you?
Well, no, you can get it sent to you. You can't get it here. So,
Yeah.
But and the sponges actually are something
Why are the sponges good?
The sponges, they suck here. Scouring sponges, they don't work. They I mean they work, but the bits come off. Like, you know,
They
you're
do
scrubbing
come off
something
sometimes.
and the little. I have. Where are they? Here. I have
Did you bring sponges?
I did bring sponges, and so here we go. There's
Tell me the difference.
Okay, this is the best one I can find over here. Scotch Brite makes
Right.
it.
It's what I have, I think.
Is it? Yeah.
Yes.
And these are the ones. I'll get my mum to send me these. I mean, they're so good.
Really?
They're actually German, but you can. I don't know. I'm sure you can get them there as well. These are the Australian ones, and it doesn't come off like this.
Wow, these are good.
They're so good, and they last so long.
You could sand wood with this thing. You could actually. This is a strong.
It's
like
great, but strong yet gentle.
strong yet gentle. It won't ruin your pot.
These,
Yeah, that comes off.
Look, you can see them. Look at that.
No, it's horrible.
Look at that.
It's horrible.
That's so bad.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
And then when it stops doing that, it's old enough to throw away.
You're supposed to throw them away often anyway because they get germs and people leave them out and use them too long. So I try to throw them away every 10 minutes.
10 minutes? How dirty are you?
And then I'll wash my hands. What's your theory? What do you think is happening? Because they don't tell you, right?
No, I mean, I don't know. I used to think it was, you know, that we're in purgatory, which, you know, made sense for so many reasons. And then I had the baby, and I wasn't sure. That doesn't really make sense to me anymore, as, you know, bringing new life into that wasn't working for me anymore, and it was knocked down by JJ and Damon too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know that's not it. They'll hear all these theories and they say nope. Don't tell you what it is, but they'll just say.
I can't wait to see, you know, if we ever find out, because I think the show is so good, and it gets. Some people haven't gotten into it yet, and you're scared to get into it because it's been going on, but it really is good, and it gets more and more intricate, and I really love it. And let's talk about the movie real quick because I watched it last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it is really, it's Wes Craven, and it's a remake of The Hills Have Eyes. It's really scary. it's creepy. I had bad dreams.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah, I really did.
I guess that's good, though, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's good, because if you're looking for a scary
Right,
movie,
yeah.
some of them let you down, and I thought it was really, really scary.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you liked it.
Where'd you shoot that? Here?
No, Morocco.
Really?
Yep, a town called Ouarzazate, which is a very small town in the middle of the desert, middle of nowhere. Literally, like, I don't know how many people, but a very small population, and their income is films being made there practically. There's two studios.
I thought for sure it was Palm Springs.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, it's a cheat for the desert in the States, and it's a perfect cheat, but it's just, over there, the hills they have eyes. No, I don't know, it's just so crazy how beautiful the rock formations over there are. They're just amazing.
Was it hot?
Oh, yeah, it was insane. It was in the middle of summer. It was like 110, 120.
Snakes?
Scorpions.
Really?
And they come out at night, and they're so nasty.
Yeah.
They're huge, too.
Yeah. Well, you're used to scorpions. Don't they have those in Australia?
You know, I think we do. And I think they're more deadly, but they're smaller, maybe.
Really? I thought everything
so.
in Australia was bigger.
No.
No?
No.
Look at the sponge.
The sponge.
Put 'em thicker. Almost
It's
as big.
thicker, but it's not as long.
No, it's not. But I'm thrilled about the sponge, and I want some more. Tell your mother to send me some.
Okay.
I like them. All right, Lost is on Wednesdays at 9 on ABC, and The Hills Have Eyes.
I want to be Pippi Longstocking. That's not a fairy tale character.
Well, you've got part of it going on here.
I do. I
When you're
just need
16,
one
you
more.
kind of think, I'm looking so cool right now, and then you go back as an adult and you're like, what
Yeah,
was I thinking?
it's very true. Don't get old.
Just don't get old.
Just buy the serum.
Hi folks, welcome to Fried Ask Me Anything, the show where I take your questions off of Instagram, video, and Vine when you use the hashtag Fried Ask Me Anything. Joining me today is a very special guest, Miss Emilie de Ravin.
Hi.
Yes, you might know her from Lost, you might know her from Once Upon a Time. She has a new movie coming out called The Submarine Kid that'll be coming your way very shortly, but for now, we're going to take some questions off of Instagram. How do you feel about that?
That sounds fabulous.
Wonderful.
If you were actually stranded on a deserted island, who or what would you bring with you?
Well, the difficult thing is if I was stranded, I couldn't be stranded with somebody because then I wouldn't be stranded. Or does that not make sense?
No, that makes total sense. It's a definition of the word problem, rhino balls.
If I could, I would bring my boyfriend. If I couldn't, could you bring an animal? Could I bring like a cat?
Like you'd be a crazy cat lady on an island? Just like what do they call them? Like psychological pets? The companion pets? What do they call them?
Yeah, he's a companion cat.
Yeah.
Stanley.
Yeah. You have a cat named Stanley?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. What kind of cat?
Like tuxedo.
You mean you dress him in a tuxedo?
No,
I was really hoping.
I wanted to know, what are some of your favorite books?
I mean, Catcher in the Rye, obviously, but I have to
Classic.
say the Harry Potter books.
They're so
are
good.
Phenomenal.
Have you read, I don't want to spoil anything, but the Song of Ice and Fire series?
No.
It's dangerous because I like the show so much, but everyone knows what's going to happen to all the characters. It would be like if the scripts for shows were released ahead of time and certain people read them and were just ready to spoil the entire series.
Which
at any
kind of
given
happens
moment.
sometimes anyway.
It does, and which is the worst. Hey, spoilers, back off.
Yeah.
No good. This next question comes from Natalie Dean 123.
I want to know, how early do you have to wake up to get to the studio to film your movies and TV shows? And I can't wait for The Submarine Kid to come out.
Cute. Are you a morning person?
I'm not a morning person whatsoever, but when I get up, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I just go for it. It's the getting out of bed. And then when I have to go to work, I'm fine.
Is it early call times most
It's
often?
a lot of them, especially for TV shows. Well, actually for movies too. Yeah, sometimes I'll be getting up at, 3:30 in the morning.
That's not. Why don't you just stay up until?
Well, because
3:30
then
in the
you
morning?
don't generally look too good by the end of the day.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's probably a priority.
Yeah.
I want to pitch you an idea real quick because
Okay.
I just came up with it this morning. It's an alarm clock, but instead of it like making a noise or anything, it just slowly lifts your bed into a vertical position.
Oh, it sounds
So-
like waterboarding.
Well, that's the second part. Water drips on your forehead and you're tied to the bed. No, but like if it just slowly tilted up,
Just like as seen on TV.
clearly she's not investing.
No, not investing. Dragon's Den won't either.
This next question is from Once Upon a Gleek.
Out of your whole acting career, who has been your most favourite person to work with and why?
So I have to say Chris Cooper and Robert Carlyle.
Yeah? Why them?
Just so inspiring, so genuine, so giving. You don't feel like you're acting with them.
Isn't that the best? When
That's the
someone
best.
gives
You don't
so
feel like
much?
you're saying a line to respond to their line, that it's just this organic sort of...
Someone calls cut, and then you're like, oh my god, where was I? Oh, I'm back in it.
What's up? Quite,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
You don't go into a hypnotic state?
No.
I've read very little about acting. I heard it was a lot like hypnosis.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll get you a book.
Please, give me the book, Acting for Dummies. Or,
There actually is one, I think.
I'm positive there is. If you could write Acting for Dummies, what would like 3 bullet points be?
I don't know. Read the script.
Solid number 1.
Do your research on your character.
Good number 2.
And dress appropriately when you arrive at work.
That's a really good one. I actually wouldn't have thought to do that. Was that a shot at my wardrobe? Do you not like the button down? Because these can
No,
come. Okay.
it's very handy.
Thank you. Handy. Look at that. You guys stay tuned for the episode where I fix a tire. From Vine, this is Julia Feng.
If you were to get really, really good in one sport, what would the sport be?
Gymnastics. Because that was, I had a huge ballet background of like ballet through high school. And before that, I was at the Olympic training group for the Olympics.
Really?
When I was little, but it got too much. So anyway,
Yeah, that's intense.
That's the only other thing that has a creative side to it, as far as I know, unless the javelin's changed. But no, yeah, definitely gymnastics.
I'd be a terrible ballerina.
You'd be a ballet dancer.
Oh, guys can't be ballerinas?
No, it's a ballerina is a female term.
The last question comes from Rumbell is True Love.
What made you choose to do the Submarine Kid? What did you find about your character that was so special?
So the movie that you have coming out soon, The Submarine Kid, is there a particular reason why you chose to do this one?
I got it sent to me and offered to me and just fell in love with it immediately. The writing and the characters just really spoke to me, and I immediately knew, well, hopefully, knew just what to do with the character whose name's Alice.
We actually have a little clip of it, so you guys, for the first time ever, here's a clip of The Submarine Kid.
You are so...
Come on in, I'm just closing up. So what?
I don't know. I don't know what you are.
I don't know what you are.
No. No, you really don't. What? Just a little bit of weather?
I'm supposed to go to a party.
Don't let me keep you.
It's at a mansion, apparently.
Sounds fun.
Could be. The Texan will be in top form.
The Texan.
You'll meet him.
Good night, Spencer.
Do you want to meet him now?
What about your...
We're on a break.
So that means you can take other girls to parties?
Thank you guys so much for watching Fried Ask Me Anything with our beautiful guest, Emilie de Ravin. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, thank you.
It's been so much fun having you on. If you guys want to know more about The Submarine Kid, you can go to the Facebook page. We have a link right here, and then also all the information down in the description below, so you guys can find it.
And
yes.
thank you for all your wonderful questions.
Yeah, by the way, so many were submitted that we weren't able to get to every single one. But we watched them all, and you guys were really awesome. So thank you for submitting those. And I will see you guys on Monday.
I won't, but bye.
All right, Emilie is with us. Emilie de Ravin, right? Am I getting it? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, all right. I'm good at that stuff. I'm laughing because she did a Lisa Breck entrance.
Did you trip and fall? Because that's typically what I do. Oh, okay.
Oh, should I have?
Because that's what I do.
Okay.
It is a pleasure to have you here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Emilie of the Ravin. Is that correct?
Yes, which I used to think was a very romantic term.
Yes.
In
Australia.
French, well, Australian French vocabulary. And then I found out that a ravine was, at about 9 years old, a ditch with
Just
a bit of water
ditch.
in it.
Yeah. No, people may think that it's like Raven. That's even more romantic.
Well,
like
no,
Raven.
well, that's actually how people usually say it.
That's how, de
Raven.
De Raven, right?
Yeah. No, not deriving.
That gets you.
It's just weird because it's not how you grew up, you know.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But in this country, we change everything, right? Unfortunately.
No, not in that country they change everything. Come on, if you're there, okay.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
Here's the one I learned a long time ago: never get into a fight with an Aussie. Right.
That's probably good. That's
yeah, because you'll go until it's over. All right. But do people think give you the French pronunciation? Right? Do they like to make it Emilie de Ravin?
No. Well, although recently working in Europe a couple of times, yes, they have tried. I think that was just more of a cute thing, though. Not really.
Yeah. So you tell me she was 18 years old,
18
right?
years. I mean, I look at your career. 18 is when you get the Roswell.
Yeah, that's when I moved out. Well, I didn't think I was moving out. I sort of kind of moved
out. But you get Roswell, which becomes such a cult favorite. And then you go to Lost. And now this show. I mean, in a young career to have 3 big shows, do you ever think, wow?
No, I do. I was thinking about it the other day because I was thinking about friends that I've known since 18, or 17 for that matter, that have changed dramatically their careers and sort of it's cool. They've both actually been really iconic in a weird way.
Well, you now you played Belle in a few episodes of Once Upon a Time. Now you're a regular there. We actually have a clip. Would you like to see yourself acting?
Well, I can close my eyes.
Oh no, you're one of those. You don't watch.
All these years, you've been here, alive.
Is that why you did this? Why you wanted magic? For revenge?
Oh, no. But it might come in handy.
No. No.
I cannot let this stand, Belle. I will not let this stand.
Look. Promise me. Promise me you won't give in to your hate.
So I've seen Sunday night's episode, and you seem like you have so much pain in it. And you're Belle, and Rumpelstiltskin is kind of your beast in this one, right? That's your connection.
Yeah, it's actually quite fabulous how, as I'm sure you know, they sort of twist around these fairy tale characters.
A retelling, yes.
Yeah.
And it's also the past and the present. The past and the present, right?
Well, this is present, what we just saw, and they go back to fairy tale land, which is, I don't know, almost in a weird Lost Ex kind of way that you're telling people stories.
That's in your DNA now. You can never be involved in anything that has a straight line, right?
No straight stories.
Never.
No straight
and
stories.
that's Robert Carlyle, who's a
oh my
terrific
God.
actor.
I would be a happy woman if I could just work with him for the rest of my life.
He's
amazing.
He's really good. And he goes back, I think, to Trainspotting. I think, and then he had that series where he played Angus Mc.
Yes, I forget the character's name too, but yeah.
Yeah, well,
he's actually worked up in Canada for a while. Now recently.
Yeah.
What's going to be different about this series this year? I mean, it's the second time out, second season out for it. You're a series regular, a lot of new faces popping up.
I think more of the same, but also just integrating a lot more people. You know, probably a lot more guest stars, a lot more characters coming in and out and finding sort of how they know each other. Every time I read an episode now, it's actually sort of really quite exciting. So oh my God, that's how you know that person back then.
Do all the Australians get together in a big room?
Yes.
All the actors, like every Sunday?
Every day.
Every day you all get together and decide what roles you're going to have, etc. Are American actors? Do they work a lot in Australia?
No, they don't do that.
We got to do something with the balance of acting trade here.
Steve is obsessed with all you Aussies who come over to this.
There's such a tradition. Australian actors do very, very well in America.
Yeah, no, they do, don't they?
Yeah.
Generally.
And it goes way back. It goes back to, if I say Errol Flynn, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It goes back to that.
I'm not that.
No, I know you're not. I didn't think you were, but I think you would know. Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, God. Yeah, but, well,
okay.
Are we talking quality or quantity?
Rod Taylor. Right.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Hugh
Have I bailed myself out a little bit?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's pretty good himself as
Oh, he's
well.
amazing.
Nicole Kidman. Yeah.
Okay. Well, these are the easy ones.
I'm just going easy.
We're going down the list.
The season premiere of Once Upon a Time is Sunday night at 8 o'clock on ABC.
I think it's the flaws, in a sense, that she's been able to see through them, and no one else has. And I think that in any relationship, if the other person can make you realize that this flaw isn't really you, and it's something that's just been sort of ingrained, and you're so used to it, and to not change, it's kind of the wrong word, but to give another, just have the other person look at themselves in a different way, and to feed off each other in that way too. So I don't know. At the end of it all, he's got a really good heart, and he cares for her more than anything, and it's pretty obvious. I think that maybe deep down there's a little rebellious side in Belle, but I mean, no memory of who she was, and you've got to remember that Regina gave her this memory, so she wanted to basically mess with her as much as she could, and she did a pretty good job, I think. So, not really, because I think there's such a dramatic difference between them, which was really fun to play. Well, Left Behind, walking away crying, very depressing, but that decision was hard, because the reason Mr. Gold didn't want her to go is not because he didn't want to be with her, but he was sort of basically going on a suicide mission and didn't want to involve me, of course, wanting to go with love of my life naturally, but then I'm given the spell. I'm the only one that can protect Storybrooke, so it would be very selfish and self-centered to jump on the boat. So she goes to Storybrooke and, hopefully protects everyone. Somehow.